What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Zeal Cigar review. Today, we're not reviewing cigars, because we got some pipe tobacco back in. Some new stuff, a couple of old ones that you guys are familiar with. And Kevin has a smorgasbord of pipes that he cannot wait to show you guys. All next on the Zeal Cigar Review. Put the long one away.
Put the long.
Put the long one away.
What? You think it's too long?
Put the long one away.
All right, I'll put it over here.
The rest of them are average size.
making him feel uncomfortable.
You're making me feel some type of way with my little bulldog here. By Chris Morgan Bones, by the way. One of my favorite pipes. So, we haven't done a pipe video in a long time. The last one we did was me, you, and or was me, Dave, and Brad, actually.
No, yeah.
Was the last pipe video. So I don't even know if I've really even smoked a pipe since then. But today, the pipe tobacco is returning, and this cigar guy, pipe idiot, and this cigar guy, pipe expert, are going to smoke some of the blends with you guys today and talk about them. But first, one of the new blends here is a Danish blend. We're going to call it the Kraken's blend. From what I understand, the Kraken is kind of Danish folklore, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got the Danish blend. Oh, you have that one in the offensive pipe?
Okay. That's just, I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember the name. But it's a Hobbit pipe.
The Zeal Team 6 Vanilla Spice is back. That's a good one. Love the vanilla spice. The Old English, the Buckingham bad boy, he's back. Everybody loves the good English blend. And then our other new blend, which we're calling the Captain's Breakfast because it looks like a bag of bacon.
It really does.
And this is basically a navel flake. The Kraken's blend, the new one, is a Danish blend. I'm actually probably gonna smoke this navel flake because I've never smoked a flake pipe tobacco before.
Yeah, I'll show you how to prep it.
Thanks. I don't want to look like an idiot. And then we also have 3 other new ones from Villiger. So Villiger has this tropical, which they actually have a really cool description on the back here that tells you what's in them. So, sorry. This one just says it's a luxurious smoke flavored with cordial spirits and a style of Caribbean cocktail.
I figured.
Which smells pretty pleasant, but it's definitely on the fruity aromatic side.
Yeah.
And that one's what, the New World? The Villiger New World?
Yeah, this is the New World. So Burley, Virginia, and Green Riverback Cavendish tobaccos.
Wait a second, I might want to smoke that one.
Whoa. And a little bit of a menthol-y kind of smell to it.
It's got a mint smell?
Mm-hmm.
It does. Just a tad like a... Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. And the English...
I don't really want anything minty right now.
Traditional smoke for discriminating English smoker. Red Virginia, Turkish, Burley, Latakia, and just a hint of Perique.
Who are you discriminating?
What?
What'd it say?
What?
Discriminating English smoker?
Yes, Not that kind of discriminating. It just means you're picky with your smoke.
Well, I'm going to pack a bowl of this navel flake that we are going to be calling the Captain's Blend, Captain's Breakfast. Mm-hmm. And you have a smorgasbord of pipes.
Yep. And
before we go through all those and show you all those, you know what we got to do in order to see what this pipe tobacco tastes like. We got to pack, light, and smoke. All right, so...
Now, I'm going to start with the...
Oh, it smells like rich... Like you could almost take, like, hay and grain, like oats and molasses, and you can make almost, like, horse treats out of them. Mm-hmm. And this reminds me of, like, a horse treat. Okay. Is that flake down there for you?
Yeah.
Are you smoking all these?
Don't tempt me.
Oh my goodness. Let me get a piece of bacon out.
So I'm going to start with the Danish. And I got this neat little lighter here.
Lighting the Kraken's blend with an old pirate lighter. I like it. You know what? I think I have mine in my pocket.
Yeah?
I wanted to try it, dude. I had to see how well it would light a pipe, dude. This rope light, it's a super cool survival tool. But I do really want to know how it lights a pipe. It doesn't light a cigar very well. Yeah, so you char the end of it, and then the rope just takes a spark from there. It's really neat. So you said just crumble this up?
Yeah. So take a bit of it, crumble it.
All around the world, tobacco crumbles for my...
Now, the thing about these is you've got to put them right on it. It's direct contact lighting. It's a really interesting method. You got to be patient with it, and there's actually a lot of patience when it comes to pipe tobacco. It's kind of like, it's almost like a tamper and a lighter at the same time, because you're kind of compressing it a little bit.
Okay. So you guys can see, you char the end, and then it lights. You just kind of blow on it.
Honestly, it's not the most intuitive, but it's oddly like old school enjoyable. Like you feel like you're getting something done like the right way. It's weird.
The one thing I would say I don't like about the rope lighter, I could definitely taste some of the nylon coming through in the smoke.
It's not too bad though. And it definitely makes me feel old.
Yeah. This Captain's Blend Navel Flake's pretty good. That Danish, the Kraken's blend, is really smooth. And the reason I thought about the Kraken was like I just pictured a dude sitting on watch. He didn't want to fall asleep, and he needed something that's like that middle range. It's like good enough to keep you awake, but not too much to put you to sleep, or not enough to not really help get you back up. I really liked that one.
And it's got a built-in snuffer, so you just make sure that that ball is hooked on there right, and you just pull it shut, puts itself out. Just be careful because the heat stays a little bit.
Yeah,
so just
it does get hot.
It will warm up a little.
I'm really enjoying this Captain's Breakfast too. This Navel Blend, this flake. It's really good.
It didn't taste anything like what I thought it would taste like.
That had some like cinnamon on it. Smells like stone fruit and raisins when you open up the bag.
In my opinion, it's one of the more traditional, like, public smoking kind of things, because it smells good to everybody else. They call them aromatics, but
yeah, it does. I wouldn't say anything that on the table other than maybe the Tropical or that New World would be really aromatic. Even the spicy vanilla, like you said, is kind of, it's not overly vanilla.
But when someone says traditional, they're actually more thinking like the English, like that Latakia, that Perique, that, you know, that kind of like deep, kind of barbecue-y, kind of toasted wood kind of smell.
Okay. So what do you like about smoking a pipe versus a cigar? Because I typically don't, but there are things I do like about a pipe that make me want to smoke a pipe every once in a while.
There's a certain level of distraction inherent into it, so where you can really get your mind off of something else when you're just paying attention to the pipe. Some people don't like it for that reason,
because you feel busy.
Because especially on cigar smokers that like keep having to relight, that kind of thing, some people hate thinking about their cigar and they just want to smoke a cigar and do something.
Yeah.
Whereas personally, like, I like paying attention to my cigars. So I'm okay with relighting, which is why I gauge a cigar on like how well it deals with a relight, does the flavor change and that kind of thing. Whereas pipe tobacco kind of goes in that same vein of like, how's it changing? Is the bowl heating up too much? Is it staying lit? Is it going off wonky? Is it burning down one side? It's something else to kind of distract you. At the same time, if you do a really good job, which the very first thing I did this year, right after midnight, I had some champagne and I sat out on my front porch and smoked a pipe. I packed it really well and I barely had to do anything to it.
You did come in the next day and you're like, I think I packed the perfect bowl.
I know.
And I was like, of what? You're like, pipe tobacco, dude.
Of what?
Come on, bro. What I like about a pipe is One, if I want a buzz for some reason, it'll give me one quicker than a cigar.
Yeah.
One, because I smoke a pipe way too fast. I'm a hot pipe smoker. I'm one of those. I just hate. I don't want to relight it. That's my problem. Like, you got to be okay with relighting it. But I feel like if you have to relight your pipe, you didn't pack it good. You didn't do good, right? Like, that's what I'm telling myself. But I love the smell. I love the flavors that you can get out of all the different pipe tobaccos, all the aromatics, the different scents that come off of them. Pipe tobacco is also something that can go a long way, right? Like, you can pack a small amount, you can pack a whole bowl, so it can be a little bit more time conscious than smoking a cigar. Like, if I light a Robusto, I need 30 minutes minimum, personally. Yeah. Whereas if I wanted to just, like, I didn't pack a full bowl of this Captain's Breakfast Flake, I just packed enough of it so that I could get a good bowl and get a taste of it, right? So with a cigar, it's kind of hard to do that. You don't really ever want to relight a cigar if you can avoid it.
And I just want to run down that real quick. So I'm gonna pack this one.
Oh, so you're gonna pack the Flake?
I'm gonna pack the Flake.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna show them.
I probably should have waited for you to do that, but you know.
Nah, it's fine. So
dive right in.
So, you know, you take the whole thing, and there's different ways of doing this. This is just how I do it. Just break it in half so that you've got a manageable amount.
Break yourself, fool.
And then just fold it over, go back and forth, and then you've got a nice little pile there, and they're all going to be kind of going in one direction. And then do the circle, like you're making a mud ball.
You're making a mess.
I know. And so now
it does look like a good pile of tobacco.
Now it looks like a regular flake.
Yeah.
There you go.
So from that,
from that to that,
from a dog's begging strip to we're smoking begging strips today.
Yeah. Dogs don't know it's not bacon. Then you just sprinkle it in.
Strike for that.
You sprinkle it in. That's free advertising.
Sprinkling it. Okay, so you're not packing it like the normal, what is it, mama, papa, mama, baby, mama, papa, or whatever? You
can, but you tamp it down gently and you sprinkle it in. And sometimes you won't have enough, and so you want to. It's easier to kind of gauge your sizes of how much you're actually doing.
Okay.
Because it's easier to measure out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what I packed there is basically a half bowl. So if you only had like 10 minutes or something like that, it's really easy to just tear one of these in half and you know exactly how much time you got. So you got 10 minutes or maybe 20 minutes or, you know. And so this is a half bowl. And so you just basically do the first two steps where the first one's kind of sprinkled in and lightly packed, and then the second one is a medium pack. So a medium pack, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see it's pretty much halfway down the bowl. And this is a pretty deep bowl. Now, what are you getting enough of that?
It's very fresh, very clean. Little bit of like a molasses kind of sweetness, but yeah, it's fairly light.
Now, another thing about Flake is that it's highly compressed, leaf. The ribbon leaf, regular ribbon leaf, will already expand under the heat. This expands even more than that. And so it will start to kind of like decompress and climb. And so if you pack a tight bowl and you've got it almost to the lip, it will start to climb out of the bowl. And so you really need to tamp it and then check the cherry of the flame and then relight if you have to. But it's a little bit more work, but it's really easy to gauge how much time you've got. So if Flake is really good for time mitigation, I've only got 10 minutes, I'm going to put half a strip of Flake in.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Guess I'll go in for the old English while you're smoking that Flake there.
Yeah.
What pipe did you pick up now?
Oh, this one? This is from Joel.
What's that one?
It's one of his his uncle's old ones.
So you got the long one.
Mm-hmm.
Then these are just the little cherry wood.
Yeah, that one was from Dave.
And then this one is the one I brought you back from Greece.
Yeah, olive wood. Yeah. And then this is
I like that one. That one's cool.
Yeah, so this is an Old Briar, Eastern European. Joel's uncle had it. So Joel's one of the guys that brings in barbecue every once in a while. I was just at his house one day, and he's like, dude, I got an old pipe. I never smoke it. Do you want it? I'm like, sure.
Okay. I had to put some English in it this time because last time we did a pipe video and nobody smoked English, everybody got upset.
Oh. So. Yeah, you gotta... There's a lot of tradition in pipe smoking, and it's just about the most traditional thing you can smoke in here. Also, make sure that you definitely burn off the chemical end. So let that burn past it a little bit. So he's got the English going, and I just lit up the vanilla. And it's nice. It's gentle.
Ooh.
It's not overwhelming at all. It works with the tobacco. That's a good vanilla. Good room note?
Yeah, yours smells really good. This English is interesting.
Yeah?
It's not as smoky as I thought it was going to be.
Never is. It's usually a lot more gentle than people think it would be. Definitely a lot of power, though.
There's a little bit of wood up front. And then it just smooths out. Yeah, so far this English is the only one that kind of tingled my nose on the retrohale. But not in like a spicy or a burning kind of way. It's really interesting. It's almost like a wasabi kind of way. But not tasting like that. That's just the way it kind of tingled the nose.
That kind of like light, kind of ginger, white pepper kind of where it's sharp but around the edges.
It's got a smooth... Dude, that thing smells gnarly. It's got a smooth, creamy finish to it.
Of all of them, I think this vanilla is probably the most beginner-friendly.
Really? Okay.
It's...
You don't think the flake was the captain's breakfast?
No, I think that can be kind of finicky. Especially because there's a lot more to take care of halfway through the lighting, because you really got to make sure you can tame that down.
Okay.
Because like I said, it'll try to climb out. So not from a
flavor profile, just from a smoking experience all the way around profile, the flake isn't great for somebody new.
No, yeah. Okay. I wouldn't start on flake for just regular tradition of getting all the packing and all that stuff done. Just start on your traditional ribbon. And then work from there. From the flavor profile, it's simultaneously flavored and works with the tobacco, and so you can work your way into your regular pipe tobaccos, your Virginias, Latakia, Perique. That's a good blend of all of that stuff, where it kind of has a little bit of everything going on with all the classical tobaccos. I
think the Kraken's blend, the Danish, is probably my favorite overall.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging the English.
It's good. It's personally, it's an after dinner because it's a little strong.
I could see that. If I packed a more full bowl, I could probably taste a little bit more of that strength. I don't get it necessarily from here, but I also smoke a lot of really strong cigars. It'll probably sneak up on me.
Probably.
If it makes you buzzy, it'll sneak up on me. But you don't feel that in the mouth. It doesn't taste strong.
Yeah.
At all.
It doesn't have a whole lot of that mouth burn, especially if you smoke too fast, like I tend to. You get some bite.
There's not a lot of pipe tobacco that I've smoked that I would consider offensive to the palate. A lot of it is generally somewhat enjoyable to smoke. Some of it's real, like that Norwegian snow we had was so freaking light. That's you had to mix it with stuff. It was smoking air.
There's some lighter ones, and I mean light in color, that don't have a whole lot going on, but they're really spicy for some reason. And then there's other ones like they call them Orientals, but really it's Turkish,
which tends to be stronger anyway, right? Turkish tobacco.
But it tends to be in that kind of smoky range where it can get really heavy and kind of spicy.
So while you had to get up for a minute, I went ahead and packed a bowl of this New World because I had to. Weird.
Yeah? What'd you get?
Smells like my mom's sweet potato casserole that just came out of the oven. Caramely. She puts walnuts on top of that, like just sweet. Yeah, interesting.
No marshmallows?
Mom didn't put marshmallows on hers.
Really? Oh man, this Danish. Whew.
There's a little bit of a minty.
I know.
Like a fresh herbal mint, though, not like a Not the mentholy mint that you get from like most stuff. It's like a herbal mint.
So like you picked it in your
Fresh.
backyard. That kind of yeah.
Not like a Java mint where you're just like smoking menthol.
Dude, in California, in our backyard, we had mint all over the place. It took over. Fresh spearmint. What on earth? You okay?
Too much retro hell.
Oh gosh.
Too much.
Hot smoke.
But wow. Dude. Put that one down.
Okay.
Which bowl's empty?
This one.
New World. Pack it.
New World. Okay.
That's one of the I'm not saying.
He's not saying nothing.
I'm not ruining it.
All right.
Fastest bowl packer in the West. All right, let's read what's in this again.
Okay.
A blend of Burley, Virginia, and world-famous Green River Black Cavendish, crafted for a classic American experience.
Wow. That tastes nothing like what it smells. That is so smooth and creamy. What on earth?
Dude, it's good, bro. It's really good.
I'm shocked. That is... It's like a buttered biscuit.
There is a minty, like a fresh mint aftertaste, though. It's subtle, but it's there.
Reminds me a little bit of Virginia Bright without the citrus.
It kind of reminded me when I first lit it and got the big cloud of smoke and I almost died. It reminded me of smoking a really good creamy Connecticut cigar. That's what it reminded me of. Just a smooth, creamy Connecticut cigar is what it tasted like to me. Dude, I don't know. I might like this one better than the Danish.
Yeah, this is a sleeper.
Bro, that's really good.
That's incredible. Wow.
This one kind of gets me in my jaw, too.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm getting that right over there.
Yeah, that might be my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah, that was really surprising. It's so light, too. It's like fluffy.
Yes, it's like fluffy.
Fluffy smoke.
It just leaves a pleasant, like, sweet creaminess.
That is night and day with the English.
Yeah, dude, this is like... I wake up in the morning, I want a cup of coffee, it's kind of chilly outside. Yeah, bro. Man, this...
You're gonna have to cut an hour out of this video of us just enjoying this.
Please enjoy this time lapse of 8 hours.
Man, that is really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm generally impressed. Like, I don't think I've ever been this impressed with pipe tobacco before. Except for there was a peach note that my cousin sent me one time that was pretty freaking good, and I mixed it with some Burley.
My favorite was given to me. I was down at another lounge. Thursday was their pipe day, and so I finally had a free day that day, and I went down there. Some old guy just had a jar of something, and it was a blend named after the stuff in Lord of the Rings called Old Toby. This is basically that without the raisin.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah, I might. That bag might come home with me. Give me your final thoughts on the new Danish blend, the Kraken, the new Naval Flake, the Captain's Breakfast, and the only other one we smoked out of the Villigers was the New World. Didn't try the tropical. It's fruity. It's gonna be an aromatic fruity one. I don't need to smoke that one to know that.
Yeah.
The English, pretty self-explanatory. And then, dude, that New World, man. I really enjoyed the Kraken's blend, the Danish mix. I really, really, really enjoyed the Naval Flake and the New World. I liked all those a lot, actually. The one I could see myself smoking the most, though, would probably be the Naval Flake or the New World. Or not the Naval Flake, the Kraken's Blend, the Danish.
So, the Danish has that kind of full-bodied, not so strong,
Right.
but it's got that rounded kind of stone fruity, that light.
Like I see a guy standing on the front of a ship just watching for an iceberg like he's supposed to be doing.
That light raisin that a lot of guys look for. It's exactly what most people are looking for when it comes to your typical aromatic-esque
Without it
pipe
being
tobacco.
fruity
Without it being fruity.
Cherry or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right there in that sweet spot.
Okay.
And then the vanilla, perfect first time pipe tobacco.
Okay.
In as far as packing and flavor, because it's just flavored enough, but without overwhelming it.
Okay.
It works with the tobacco instead of against it. The flake is, I would say, definitely a breakfast. You can do it in the morning, that kind of thing, and you can do it exactly when you know you've only got 10 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
And you can easily measure that out, and the flavor is that breakfasty, bready, kind of Eggo waffle kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought the Danish blend, the Kraken's Blend, tasted kind of like Raisin Bran cereal with the raisins in it.
Yeah. It's definitely raisin bran. Yeah, and my gosh, the New World. The New World. That is straight up fresh buttered biscuit, soft, fluffy.
I'm glad I packed a bowl of it.
I'm glad you made me.
Because you weren't going to smoke it.
I wasn't going to smoke it.
He smelled it and was like, nah,
that smells like mint. What's going on? It's like, no, that's barely there, if at all.
Hey.
Like, I didn't taste that.
Just like you don't judge a book by its cover, don't judge pipe tobacco by how it smells.
Yeah. A lot of the times it's night and day. Like, I didn't think this was going to be breakfasty. Like, I
knew it was going to be lighter just by smelling the bag because it smells like fresh hay with some molasses.
Yeah, but this, to me, it smells like peaches. It's got a peachy kind of smell.
There's a stone fruity in there.
It's like,
I could see it.
And mango, but it's like it's not like that at all.
Yeah, it's more on the maybe like a plum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a plum kind of nose to it, but
yeah.
I'm enjoying all the pipe tobacco right now.
They're all great.
It's the return of the pipe tobacco. Well, that's been a cigar smoker who sometimes smokes pipe, and a cigar guy and a pipe guy who smokes both very often. That's our review of some of the new pipe tobacco that we brought in, as well as a couple of the old ones that we brought in. And if you guys have never smoked a pipe, I don't recommend smoking all of them at one time. Pipe tobacco is just so interesting. There's so many different things that people can do with tobacco. And I think it's really cool to try different types of it. And with
very relaxing.
Yeah, definitely relaxing. Once you get the hang of it. It's frustrating at first sometimes. But with that, guys, we got to get out of here. We got to get back to work. I got all these pipe tobaccos to take pictures of, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.